this part. Okay, so if you have, how many of you have already watched this, the metrics and tracking tools creation? Because last time when I have one-to-one before, yeah, CRM and GUTS. Okay, so before I have one-to-one, a lot of people haven't finished this. So just type if you didn't. If you didn't, type it in the group, okay? Because I know who has already done. So the key summary is here, which is actually I list out all of the metrics you should track for use, for partner, and also for sustainability and for operation, especially for strategy and SOP implementation. So maybe it is quite difficult for you to, map out if your predecessor doesn't really have a good system for you to take reference. So today, also in that material, you can see a lot of examples I collected for you. And then I think that's the good stuff that I like, at least for me. So maybe this is something that you can also take reference if you are actually building the performance tracker, because when I do the sensing survey, a lot of people haven't finished the performance tracker building. Yeah. And so why today we are going to talk about metrics is because I think even you have a good strategy, but if you don't know how you are going to evaluate your strategy, how you're going to track, it will be very, very messy. So I want to know that any people has already finished your performance tracking or any system for you to evaluate your strategy. And do you have any tips or learnings you can share with us when you build your trackers? Yeah. So I want to invite Anga because Anga actually did a great job in the strategy implementation with his LCs. So Anga, let's share.
All right. Thank you so much, firstly. So basically, what I was doing is my commission was unclear about what to do next, and everything. So if you guys know, if you guys are I divided the task in terms of each weeks, and after each weeks, I put the checkbox in that lines, like okay, and I put the headings. I put like LC's name so that they can just come into the sheet and they can tick it whatever they have done. And this is how they can get a clarity what I have to do next week, what I have to do in this month, and what I have to do like today or in this week. So this is like I wanted to downscale pre-attraction part of it. My main strategy was to downscale the pre-attraction strategy for clients. So I did this in this way. And like I think most of them and most of the people are already completed, and I'm very happy that by 4th of September I will have the pre-attraction part or the main market research part done. And this never happened in India where we focused on pre-attraction that much. So now my LCs are more clearer what to do this week, next week, and everywhere. So if LCVPs are clear, the team leaders are also clear. So you guys can do that also.
Amazing. Thank you for the sharing. Okay, anyone else want to share? Especially for performance.
So I would like to share, if you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, so like Angad said, in India, pre-attraction hasn't been done. It was the same in Pakistan. You would never do pre-attraction, and this was the first time we properly focused on it as well. So I already have the feedback coming in from different people regarding market research. That was the first thing all of us launchers were looking at: remote, semi-remote, or physical. And luckily, through the research, we were able to see that physical internships are in a lot of demand in Pakistan. So my LCVPs are very happy about it. They've already started bringing in physical opens. So I think that's one thing that really helped me. And apart from that, I have a lot of commission calls with them. I just have like about 6 people to manage. So it's more like a very close-knit group of people, and they're always willing to talk about many different things. So O2Os, commission calls, I try to do as many as I can so that we can have a bonding. And through that bonding, I can make them do a lot of different work that they weren't doing in the previous MC's term. So I think personal relationships is what's really helped me do things. Then I'm also introducing a sales performance tracker that can have conversion rates for each and every sales funnel step. I put a lot of time into putting in different formulas and building it, and we've never really had a way to track our sales in Pakistan. So this is the first time we're doing that as well. my commission as well.
Amazing, cool. So I think for thanks for sharing. So I think if you want to do the like sales performance tracking or what, you can actually talk to like Australia, Pakistan, Philippines. These are the entities that I currently know. They actually have a good sales tracker system. And also Malaysia, they are using HubSpot. So if you are considering to use HubSpot, you can also talk to Malaysia. And then MOC has the system on Salesforce. If you want to use Salesforce, you can also talk to Chloe about that. Amazing. So in here, I will also going to share something about this. And if you already have your system, just treat this short sharing as a space that help you to check what are the things is missing or can be improved. If you haven't really finalized it, and this is the best space, you can actually think about how you are going to do that, okay? So I think for me, it's very important for you to sort out all of your strategy deliverables in one space, because a lot of you are talking about you feel very messy in the last months. I think that's really, that can happen because this is the first month for us to step into this MC role. And a lot of things is going to happen. So that's why you feel messy, because you don't really have a clear system for you to evaluate and to see how you are doing things and what are the things you are doing. And second one, it's important for you to establish your system to evaluate the progress so you won't feel lost anymore. So for me, when I was first term in the regional office, right, I don't really spend a lot of time in tracking the stuff because AI also have a tracker we need to fill. Our team, we has a tracker to fill. I feel like that's already a lot of trackers. So I just give up in a way. But in the end, in the second, like after GEGT is merging, I still sit down with Phileas to think about how we can actually make the change management better, because after COVID, we cannot just simply check the performance like how we did in the past, right? Just open EXPA, even we don't have a performance tracker, is fine. But right now in this space, it's really talking about how you are going to implementing your strategy. So what is my system? Basically, it concludes these 4 parts. The first part is individual JDs and achievements. Second part, strategy and education topic tracker. And the third part is mainly about network services. I really highly suggest it to take notes on how you can track your strategy implementations progress in your LCs, because that's the MC role as well. It's quite similar. Like how we work with MC is similar to how you are actually working with your LCs, right? So this is the first thing that I will suggest you to have if you feel like right now you are super messy. So I will suggest you to put down like your job descriptions, your stakeholder satisfaction, like for example, the scores or how you want to evaluate your MOS, and also total of the responsibilities. For example, team behaviors, team touch points, your network services, and also your personal development fulfillment like that. And also other responsibility, for example, transition or your conference management. So in the end, you can see your whole MCJDs in one page. Then every month you just evaluate how you are actually achieving for different roles. I think that would be more easier for you to evaluate and visualize where is your energy spending to. And the second one is about strategy. So this one is like, I know usually the planning is like you have a strategy line and then you have the key deliverables, right? That works best for you to evaluate the strategy implementation, but then it's not that friendly when you actually doing like, you know, you plan for different week, that's how different week your strategy will be looking like, and also how different week or how different months your education topic will be look like. So I'm a person that is very lazy. I don't like to take a lot of, you know, have a lot of spreadsheets. So I just put everything in one place, and this format is something that we explore. It works best for me at least. So maybe you can also think about how you can actually put all of your strategy and your deliverables based on different times. Or maybe you can use like Asana. Like right now, our team, we are using Asana. So it's something that's kind of application you can explore to make your work, you know, easier. And then another stuff about the network services, this is actually a new system that we are exploring. But I think it works really well after we start to do GGT change management. So first of all, it's about the commission call and also attendance. The reason why you need to really take the attendance track is because most of the touch points that you downscale your information, it's through these touch points, right? But imagine some of the entities never attend commission call, or never attend one-to-one with you, then which means you need to think about, which means probably a lot of education materials you downscale to them, they never receive it. So their knowledge gap is not in the same level as other entity that you are expecting. So it's really important for you to also check the attendance for the important touch points. And then another one is about the our strategy implementation tracker. It's similar to the idea what Anga is sharing about what is the key deliverables or key call to actions that you want your network to do. And then you can ask them to report what is the progress. So last term, we also do it in the tick one. But this time we are going to change it into progress, because if it's for tick, right, sometimes if they are actually in the progress, it's just, it's not telling the things, like, because they are not going to click yes. And also you need to expect the time for them to digest your information, to downscale to their LC members. So I will actually suggest you to think about how you can also map out like the strategy, and later on we are going to experience it. And then this will be how we are document our insights for O2O. So you can see usually we, all of our product team, like we are using one tracker. So marketing, OGT, IGT, BD, even MCP, we are using same spreadsheet, same formats. So in the end, when we do the monthly review, it's very simple for us to list out all of the entity insights. And then also we have one-to-one tracker because it's easy to forget. And in the end, it's about entity insights and also performance. So performance tracker is quite simple. And right now it's not that into deep, because we don't really have a lot of number to track. Even EXPA can fulfill the needs, right? But I think it's very important for you to list down some of the operation factors, because sometimes when you list down your strategy, it's not directly it's going to impact your operation timeline. So this is something that we are doing globally. We will list out the key players and then also update, like for example, have they completed the customer persona? Have they started the attraction? Have they started the So this kind of information in a more simple format. Yeah. So this is my whole system that I want to introduce to you. And then if you have any question towards like performance management or strategy implementation, you can of course come to approach me. Okay. So next one, the most exciting part, I think all of you are waiting for this, is about Expo onboarding. Finally, it's coming. So if you haven't really started to build your performance, the sales performance tracker, or you want to do that, you can actually wait for this, okay? So first of all, let's check why we need to have a sales CRM. First is we want to have a complete customer flow inside of Expo, like we can easily track. And second one is to guarantee that key prospects will be contacted on time. Like that's why if you check the feature later on, you will see like you can document every conversation, like how we did for the EP status. But we all know that it's not that easy to happen, because EP CRM feature is already there for a very long time, but very few entities are using the Expo to update the information with EPs. And also to understand where are your gaps in sales, so we can know in different funnel how it will be look like. So this is the key major funnel that we will have. So once the leads is coming, they will become partner, and then you are going to establish opportunities, and then they will get application, and then in the end we'll have exchange. So this is the customer flow for partner will be look like in the Expo. And then there are some key demos, like the key features is already existed there, which is first is a Kanban status flow that you can see how different customer journey, where is the partner is looking like. And second one is lead time tracker. So you will also know the process time and the calls and meeting minutes. So your members can actually document all of the conversations on there. And then the leads qualification methods. So you can actually like have different layers, or you can categorize them for your leads, and then you can prioritize who is the highest chance for you to upscale or make the leads become to the partner. So how the Kanban status flow will be look like this, but we are not going to go details, but it will be very similar to any like sales flow or sales process that existing in the external world. For different leads and attempt to connect it. So what do you need to do here is when you downscale your sales process or any education later on, please make sure you are aligning these items. Because I know, like, for example, Hong Kong, MOC, like Malaysia, you already have your own system. And also Taiwan, you are using HubSpot, right? You have your own system and have your own items for the sales process. So you need to really make sure you are actually align it. Even though you are not going to use EXPA feature, it's fine. You can still continue to use what you already have for the CRM feature, but we will suggest you to align those items. Yeah, so what will be the next step? It's coming very soon. The sales CRM will replace the current employee CRM, and sales CRM will be deployed on the September 4th, 2020, which is next week. And also all of the education documentation will be coming on 28th, so which is 2 days later. So you will be receiving all of this information. And then the reason why I want to downscale to you today is because I want you to have some time to adjust your plan if you haven't do that. But if you already have to do that, you can also have some mind preparation. So when you get information, you won't be too shocked. Yeah, cool. So that's all for these updates. Do you have any question regarding for the CRM feature?
Yes, I have one.
Yeah.
It's Angat. So what I want to say is we were focusing on as an MC to get the CRM system entirely on Podio. So I was about to downscale Podio in this weekend to my VPs.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you suggest? Because Podio, I will also use it for um, first this partner sales funnel and also exchange standards and application tracking and everything. So yeah.
Okay. So is this already settled or what?
Some commissions have already settled it. And yes, ICV has settled it. In IGT did not do it. There will be a problem. But like some LCs have already settled it, and some like in commission I have not settled it as a commission IGT. So yeah. So
Okay.
is it coming for IGV also?
For IGV, I'm not so sure, but I think yes, because even
ICX, yes.
Yeah, for whole ICX, even for BD, they can choose the partnership, like if they are going to which portfolio they are going to work on. This is what I heard. My suggestion would be first, if you haven't downscaled this, right, I would suggest maybe you can check, because the onboarding materials and also the feature will be open very soon. So you can check how the feature is looking like in the end on the platform. Is it meeting your needs? But if not, and also if you have full research on Podio, and then you even think about, like, let's say maybe 2 or 3 years later, that your entity can still be able to use Podio, and then all the cost or all of the investments is available for the entity resources, then you can go ahead for the Podio, because this is not a compulsory strategy that all of the entities should use. Yeah, because we also have a lot of entities are using other CRM platform. Yeah, so this will be my answer. So maybe,
And,
yeah.
If I can talk about, see, for any new platform which comes, and I'm just asking, my commission will lose their trust in the platform or Expa if they see bugs in it. But in this phase when it's new, and I think I'm assuming that there will be bugs in the platform. So downscaling this for next 6 months, it's very crucial for me. But what do you suggest as my like question? If you can suggest me, that will be good. I will also talk with my MC team and operations team after this.
Okay. I think if your concerns are bugs, right? Yeah, maybe it will happen, but still double check first. And the second one is you can think about, because I know for a lot of CRM platform, your data can be loaded into the CRM platform, like other CRM platform, right? So what I will suggest you to do is that first align the details of the formats of the information that you are going to document on Podio. And second one, maybe you can also text to Talos to check is it possible for us to load all of the information later to the Expo? Or if they don't have it now, maybe we can also suggest them to have it with developer, so they can request this kind of feature with developer. So later on, maybe we can still load all of the information into Expo once it's more stable.
I think that is good. Yeah, I will text Thales after this.
Okay, any question from other entity? Okay, if not, then we are going to move to the next part, okay? Yeah, so this part, I think I will go very fast because I already sent all of the strategy presentation to you, but I still want to explain the reason behind and intention behind. So later on, we will talk about how we'll put more time on talk about how we can work together as MC and regional office. So first of all, the first strategy is about the sales capacity evaluation. So why we are going to have this is because every year we are always heard one sentence, which is our bottleneck is members, lack of sales capacity. If you think so, can you type yes? Can you type 1 in the chat room? Like you think your entity has
type
the
1,000.
1,000. Okay, if you think your entity has sales capacity issue, please type 1 in the group chat. Okay, amazing. All of us think that is an issue. But so right now I need you to imagine, okay? Imagine there will be something for you to clearly mention what's the ideal salesperson and what's the bottleneck of that person. Like we can evaluate this person is a good salesperson or not. And the second one, we can confidently project the performance based on the membership capacity. Let's say today we have 10 salesperson inside of the team, right? And then we know that 8 of them are really competitive. They can do at least 20 openings for every month. So we can already start to project every month how many people, how many opens that we are going to have based on our membership capacity. And so this is something that we want to start to look into in this term, which is the sales capacity building. So in this team, we have Serafina. She just know it now actually. Okay, so for this team, we will have first of all, we will have a sales audit system that's we are going to have a research and then also send you a survey today to ask you to evaluate the sales audit system and also what are the key qualities that you think a salesperson needs to have. So in the end, we are also think about how we can develop a better evaluation system so you can align with your TM or align with your NDC. After you do any education or training, you can start to do evaluation. So we are expecting to finish this project by the middle of September. So you will receive all of the information in the next global newsletter. And then you will also start to educate your members, new members, right, for the introduction. So we are thinking that maybe by the end of September, we can have the first round evaluation for the membership capacity. And the second one is about sales and lead CRM implementation. The reason why we need to have this, and no matter you are using EXPA or you are using your own way, but we need you to have the sales and lead CRM implementation to see what is the sales funnel performance. Because we cannot just simply evaluate our members' capacity based on the assessment result, right? But however, we can kind of know from the sales process. And the third one would be semi-remote alignments. So we need to teach how our members on how they can pitch for the semi-remote, partly remote internship inside of their portfolio, in the current portfolio. Yeah, so that's the first strategy. If you have any question, you can type it down in the chat room. So I will answer it together. So the key deliverables that I need you to have, it's in here. So first of all, sales audit system and NEC facilitation is just to customize and downscale the project into your network. So we will provide like survey or provide a suggested topic for your NEC, even some materials for you. So you can just align it into your NEC and align it into your evaluation cycle. And the second one is about sales and lead CRM. So we already received some question from MCP that what if you are not going to use the EXPA for the leads and CRM? So what we will provide is the logic behind, like what are the things that you need to evaluate for the metrics, or how you should build up a dashboard. But then in terms of details on how the different platform will work, what kind of feature that you are going to use in different CRM platform, we cannot do that. But in this part, we are mainly focused on downscale the EXPA education materials to you. And then last one is about semi-remote alignment. So we will also provide you some guidance about how you should update your portfolio in the semi-remotes, and then also how your pitch can be look like. So you can actually also customize based on yourself and also create based on the guides. Yeah, so this is the first strategy about the sales capacity building. If you have any question, let me know. So, and about another one, which is B2B digital ecosystem, our goal. So this one is actually talking about two things. One is about linking page and also landing page building to support the conversion from the leads to when they are still visiting and get to know ISIC, how our linking page or landing page can serve the purpose for them to actually start to sign up and then approach us. And then step 2, which is for some entities, you already have your, let's say, linking page or landing page or websites, a lot of stuff, but you are struggle in the content strategy. So we will also provide education and workshop for you to map out the content together. So basically, these are the two things that we want to achieve by the end of this project. And of course, this is not cover all of the ecosystem that should have for the B2B. But then the reason that we are choosing linking page and landing page and also content strategy, it's because we think this is something at least that we can start with here. But later on, how this project will be evolved, it will be depends on 2021 term, which is Serafina here. Yeah, so in this project, we will work with NI. And so we will basically provide training, workshop, and also if there will be global B2B campaign, then we will also support entities to customize the global B2B campaign. So what will be the network involvement? There are these things. So create a digital marketing strategy. So either you are going to build your landing page, or either you are going to beautify your linking page, and also design the customer flow. So it's important for you to also have a digital customer flow for to-B side, for partner side. Yeah. So for this strategy, we are not going to aim any results from this semester. But once we start to implement, like we are expect to start all of this by the end of October. So which will already start to support the fruit pick attraction. So we will actually evaluate the result based on the fruit pick results. Yeah. So this project, we already launched the demo and also the registration booklets in the last week. So if you already checked there, some of entity already signed up, and all of the education material and also workshop, we will only open for the entities who is actually signed up inside of this ecosystem project. Yeah. So these are the major two things that we are going to do for the partner attraction. One is sales capacity building for the audit system and also culture guides. And then another one will be CRM inside of this. And then for digital B2B marketing system is only the people who registered, they will join and get the resources. So operation excellence. So this part is more simple to understand. So for fruit pick preparation, we will support the pre-attraction, like we will give you the market research framework to support you in the pre-attraction. And also we will have a S&D alignment for GT. We are thinking that maybe we can have approval campaign globally for the fish pick. Yeah. So that's all for the regional strategy. Do you have any question regarding for the projects?
Can I ask?
Yes.
Okay, so can you turn back to the slide of sales capacity building?
Yeah, wait on. Here, yes.
Okay, so I want to ask about the semi-remote preparation workshop. Like, what is the detail of this kind of strategy, and why is that timeline? Yeah.
Okay. So for here, so as you can see, semi-remote, we have two tactics. One is about how the portfolio update with semi-remote, which is concluding your proposal and also your sales pitch. So this will be the two education materials downscale in the next week or next 2 weeks. And then semi-remote preparation workshop is mainly for the experience part. So the reason why we choose October is because we are expecting December to be the realization peak, right? So this part is mainly about how you should prepare your experiences for the semi-remote. Yeah, it's not really highly aligned to sales capacity, but then because in this project we have semi-remote alignments, this one is the focus, but this one is just side topic that have to be there. Yeah.
So I want to ask, like, the experience, you mean the physical realization, right? Or the remote feature also?
Remote feature, the virtual one.
Okay. And I want to ask about the number of open, like GBA. So open here is for the normal exchange or for remote exchange?
We don't divide it based on remote or physical, but we count it together.
Okay, understand.
Amazing. So if you have any more, do you have any more questions?
Connie,
No,
I have.
thank you.
Yeah.
Connie, it's Angad here.
Yes.
If I can ask you, you're talking about signing up to the digital ecosystem. Is it only for marketing VPs or it's also for us?
Okay. So how we will do is that we will ask you to, ask your marketing VP to register. But later on, when we go to because we have trainings for B2C and B2B, right? So we will ask people to assign people because if you check the deliverables here, which is landing page creation, traffic tracking, training, and also content strategy, is quite technical, and we don't think that MCVP needs to do that. So we will assign your NST responsible for that to attend all of the trainings.
Got it. But if landing page we have already done and we have already have LinkedIn page prepared, not the content of the LinkedIn page, but we have LinkedIn page prepared and everything. We still need to have alignment for that, right?
Not necessary. It depends on your needs. For example, if you think your entity doesn't have a proper digital customer flow, or if you think your content strategy is not okay, it's not consistent, then maybe you can think about you can join this project.
Also, got it. Thank you so much, Connie.
Yeah.
But I like the strategies. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm so sorry we are late. I will try to avoid not to be late next time. Okay, so in the end, how to work with regional office. So I will give you something, which is I just shared with you before. So this will be the first time. The reason why I want you to do it now is because I want to lead you to go through this process. So next time we will not do it in the commission call, but I will ask you to do it before commission call, okay? So I need all of you to come with me in here, APGT 2021 master. Yeah, so this is the key space that's in the future we are going to use and based in here. All of the information you will find here. And then I have already updated most of the information that is needed and also past, yeah. In the past months, we downscale to you. And you can see the NEC resources hub as well in here. Yeah, so once you come, I need you to come to here, iGT strategy tracker. If you already come, then can you, if you come, can you just stay in your block? Like Winnie, I know Malaysia is here. And Jari is here, I also see that. Okay, Afan is in Sri Lanka. Myanmar is here. Andre is here. People, let's be faster. Okay, Chloe is here. Elvin is here. Snahi is here. Cambodia. We are missing Angot. And Eliza. Okay, I think we can start. Okay, so how we will work together for the regional strategy. First, you need to know that all of the strategy is actually based on your choice. For example, if you think the sales metrics and CRM for the Expo, right, it's not relevant to you, then you can actually just choose not focus. I would take MOC as example. For example, if you don't want to follow the regional customer journey minimums, then you can choose not focus. Then later on, as regional office, I will never check you on this project. But if you want to join, for example, let's say India. So I'm gonna say that we already have everything for the digital ecosystem. So you can just put, why there is no focus here? Okay, yeah. So you can actually just choose this is non-focus. So that's how we will work together. And then also all of the regional strategy you can also suggest. For example, if you think, hey, Connie, instead of sales training, we actually need more support in how to create a better content. So we want to have a training space for that, like that. It's actually flexible for you. You can also talk to us. And then second one about the number here. What does this mean? Okay. So for example, 0 means you don't have that information, like you didn't really check that. For example, today, Andrew say that, okay, I haven't read the customer journey minimums, okay? Then I will put 0, then which means I know you don't even know what is this project about. Then maybe I will text to you, hi, Andrew, do you know what is this project about? Then Andrew said, yeah, now I know, okay. And then, so if you check this information, but you don't want to implement that, you just need to put not focus. Like after you check, you just need to put not focus. But if you want to do that, then I will expect you to update your progress. For example, so 50%, what does it mean? It means progressing, which means the regional, I would took regional customer journey example, okay? So which means you need to also align with your IR partner, right? So you are doing the alignment right now, so you can do the progressing. And then if you downscale to the network, then you can put 80%, which means I know you already downscale this education to your network. But however, downscale to the network doesn't mean it's 100% done. You need to also have like some tracker like this to show your LC, your focus LC have finished those deliverables that you are set for them. So I think then we can, for example, we can treat this project as 100% done in your entity. So that's how we are going to evaluate the regional strategy. So in here, I also put down what is the compulsory, optional. So compulsory means that I think this is the minimum. Like it's not about strategy, it's just a minimum that you have to do it. Like for sales metrics CRM, it's a minimum for you to have a performance management tool, right? But it's optional for you to follow the, what is that? To follow the EXPA CRM or what? So you can see this strategy, what's kind of, it's compulsory or optional for you here. I think that's all for the update from my side. Do you have any question? So today we'll just ask you to do some, testing. Yeah. Okay, we already see entity are putting not focus. That's really cool, which means you know what does your entity want. It's okay to say no to regional office. Yeah, remember this. It's okay to say no, but it's also important for you to at least understand what we are trying to do before you say no. Okay, so do you have any question?
Connie, I have.
Yeah.
Like in Vietnam, we have IGTE and IGTA. So
sorry, my bad. My bad. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Sometimes I forget. Sorry. Okay. Are we all clear how we can work together for the regional strategy?
Yes.
Clear.
Fun.
Okay, cool. So I think that's all for today. All of the content we already finished. Yeah, so now we'll have the checkout space. The checkout space requires two things. One is about feedback space, so you can review with your tribes about what do you think about today's content, what are the good things you have. And then second one is create your tribe commitments. So it's also in the spreadsheet here. You can come to here. So one is about group activity. Well, OGT already started. So one is about group activity. You can put what are the commitment that you want your tribe wants to have in September. It can be fun time. It can be knowledge sharing. It can be a lot of things. So you create by yourself. If you say that we don't want to have this tribe, you can also type it there. We don't want to have this tribe. Then I will just dismiss your tribe. It's okay. Yeah. So you just decide by yourself. Okay. And then second one is after you create your tribe activity, you can fill the commission call feedback here. So you can talk about what went well, even better if, and also any suggested topic next time. Yeah. That's all for today. So now you can move to your meeting room. I think people already have that. So I would just put it here again in the chat. You can go to your meeting room, the previous one, okay? So that's all. Oh, before I say goodbye to you, let's take a picture since this is our first commission call.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember the people who didn't come in your tribe. We can kick them out. Okay, just kidding. But we can kick them out if you don't like them. Just tell me. I don't want that person staying in my tribe. I kick them out. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, amazing. So now you can go back to your tribe and then fill the feedback, create your tribe activity, and then that's all for today. If you want to have more conversation, you can just feel free to stay. Yeah, and remember to leave Thursday of every third week free. So every time you can, if you want to have more conversation, you can actually be more flexible to talk with each other. You don't need to be hurried for any meeting. Yeah, so that's the good thing of you make today empty. You want to stop screen share? Oh yeah, thank you, Jiayu.
Okay, bye, people.
Let's go, team tribe 1.
Yeah.
Bye.
Don't skip the tribe review.
Bye.
Skip, I will.
I kick you out.
We'll kick you out. Yeah, find your tribe. I will see you the outputs. Okay, so if you don't come, I will kick you off. After today's space. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Serafina, do you want to stay?
Yeah, I can. I am hiding away from my